Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Today I got a 4-man entry for you guys that's paying out 8.5x, and we're gonna get right into it. But first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this video. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free. Let's try to get to 10 likes in this one. That'd be absolutely awesome. And guys, we're actually going into a VIP entry today. I send out around 10 entries per day to the VIP. And today on the free pick video, I'm giving you guys one for 100% free. We don't got NBA today, so tomorrow's video will include some NBA. But now you guys are getting the real sauce, exactly what I gave out to the VIP. We're going into a pick that's going to go live today on Saturday, which is going to be all video games. So we're going to get into that real soon. But first up, let's talk about the recap from yesterday. On Friday, we had a decent day, actually. We sent, or honestly, not a great day, but it wasn't horrible. Sent out 11 slips. One of them cashed right here for an 8.75x. We could have had more that cashed. Honestly, there was a couple close misses, but unfortunately, we did not come through with any more, meaning that our net loss on the day was, or net profit on the day was minus 2.25. It's not a great day, but this is what I always say, guys. Our winning days will outweigh our losing days in a ridiculous manner, because what we're doing here is we're taking 10x, 8.5 or 9x entries, right? And this means that when a few of them hit on the same day, we're going to have a 20 unit day, a 30 unit, a 40 unit day, just like that. It's not like other cappers who take minus 150 picks, who take minus 200 picks. And then if they go down 2 units in a day, it really hurts because then they have to win 5 straight days in order to make all that up. We don't have to do that. We can honestly lose 2.25 units for an entire 2-week stretch and make it all back the next couple days, because that's how crazy our strategy is. Using a lot of long shot means there's a lot of variance. Sometimes you're going to have a long losing stretch. And then when it does hit, you are going to get a great winning stretch right there. That's honestly what I've seen. And I've been doing this strategy for probably 3 years now. That is exactly how it goes. On the YouTube slip, not a great day either. Didn't get our VIP or didn't get our NBA picks done. And they PrizePicks play the day. Unfortunately, that game went to overtime. So cooked our under. But we're going to bounce back today. Let's talk about the Discord. The Discord is, like I said, bro, 100% free. You can lock in here, get all these PrizePicks plays of the days. There's actually a pick of the day that I already dropped in for today. So if you guys want to get that pick, bro, join up on the Discord. Make sure you guys lock in. It's 100% free. And in the comments of this video, I already posted a link so you guys can go ahead and get it. Now, without further ado, we're going to do something a little bit different here. I'm just going to give you guys the entry right here. These are the 4 picks we're taking right over here. You guys can see them all right here. Flamis, Magnozez, Appa, and Blabber, all on the unders. And we're going to talk about exactly why we're taking these picks. If you don't care about the why, bro, go ahead and lock this in. You can leave the video right now. But I'm going to explain exactly why we're taking these picks, exactly the strategies behind both these picks. And we're going to start off with this duo right here. The most important thing you guys have to understand is that we're not taking this as 4 individual guys. Even though PrizePicks thinks we're taking this as 4 individual guys, we're actually taking this as 2 duos. These 2 guys are a duo. They play on the same team. These 2 guys are a duo. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that we're taking 2 guys who, because they're on the same team, playing in the same exact match, their outcome, whether they go over or under, is going to be reliant on each other, right? If, for example, Flamis, we'll take Flamis and Magnozez. We'll start with them. If Flamis right here goes on the under here at 18 maps, 1-2 headshots, that likely means a couple things. Number one, that likely means his team lost, because usually when you lose in this game, you get less kill opportunities. It's a pretty common thing. It's not a ridiculous amount, not as much as other esports, but it is pretty common. And number two, it means that this game was probably a fast game, meaning that it wasn't very long. In Counterstrike, the map is completely dependent on how long the game goes. The game could go on for 40 plus minutes, right? It could be a whole hour long game. And if it's an hour long game, that means that a lot of these guys are actually going to hit the over. And where do we quantify that? We quantify that in the number of rounds. Here in a Counter-Strike map, I already broke down this on a graphic. With a short map, that means that one team wins really easily. To win, you get to 13 rounds. They get to 13-2, 13-4, 13-6, super easily. They get there, and it's a blowout. In a blowout, that means there's not that many kills. And in a long, drawn-out, close battle, that means there's a lot of kills, right? So we're pinning this as it's going to be pretty much a blowout in favor of his opponent, honestly, which is Natus Vincier. And we're doing this because Natus Vincier right now are almost minus 300 to win against BB. And BB are the team that Flamis and Magnozez actually play for. So we're taking both of them on the under on headshots. And these are some pretty high lines, honestly. 18.5 headshots for maps 1-2 is actually pretty high. I expect this game to be not as close as people think it are. I know BetBoom had a great result against the top team in the world actually pretty recently. But Natus Vincier has been playing very, very well. I expect them to go ahead and clean out BetBoom. and it shouldn't honestly be close. Native Sincere are the favorites here. They're the favorites for a reason, and I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win fast, and that's the most important thing, guys. When a team wins very quickly, everybody goes on the under. Even the team that won, a lot of those guys end up going on the under too, but especially the team that lost, their unders should be pretty solid. So that's going to be our first 2 picks. Now we're going to get into the second 2 picks right here, which is Appa and Blabber. And, oh, I should have showed this at the beginning. If you guys want proof to see, does this actually work, this video game stuff that this guy's telling me about, this stuff works. I just pulled up a couple screenshots of the last couple weeks. This is $200 on literally just 13 plays. So, I mean, 38% ROI is the most important thing. This is not that much. And then this was over $1,000 on a 60% ROI. And this was just a couple weeks ago. So this stuff works. You're literally making, you know, if you just continue this is like 4K a month or 4K a month. Yeah. Obviously, you're not going to get 4K a month if you have, you know, this small of a unit size. Likely, it's very unlikely, but it could happen. And you're going to get to see profits like this if you just stick with it long enough. That's literally the best way I could put it. But let's get back into the picks. We're now switching to a completely different esport, a completely different video game, and we're taking Appa and Blabber on the under here in League of Legends. So League of Legends is a different game. It's a completely different game. And the reason we're taking both these guys on the under is pretty simple. Number one, their lines are too high. Right now, Blabber at 6, Appa at 7.5. It's too high. And if we look at this particular game, which this is Cloud9 going up against Team Liquid, Cloud9 are actually the favorites, but they are only slightly favored. And if we go into their team graphs, you can see that both of these guys actually do kind of favor on the under when they only play or they only win one map. In League of Legends, it's a little bit different. It's not about how long the game goes. It's more about who wins the game. Because what happens is the team that wins gets around double or even triple the amount of kills than the team that loses. And in this case, because they're a pretty evenly matched team, right? C9 is pretty evenly matched with Team Liquid. These are very even odds. You can expect that for maps 1 plus 2, one team is going to win one game and the other team is going to win the other game. That's the most likely outcome right here. And in this case, Appa is getting around 2 kills in a loss and around 6 or not between 4 and 6 kills in a victory, meaning that his range is probably between 6 and 8. Obviously, it's a little bit more variant than that, but 7.5 is simply too high of a line for a guy like him. And Blabber, his numbers are actually kind of lower here. He doesn't typically get as many kills as Appa. So we're taking both of these guys on the under. As long as it's not a super long, drawn-out game, we should be able to cash this one. And this is the most important thing, guys. This is the most important thing before I get you guys out of here. You should not expect this to cash. This likely, what PrizePicks is saying right here, when they're giving us an 8.5x payout, I can show you guys the math. You can do 1 divided by 8.5x, right? PrizePicks thinks that we have an 11.76% chance of winning this. So around an 11% chance of cashing this. That's what PrizePicks thinks we have. But if we have a 15% chance of cashing this, then that is our edge on the market. So what exactly does this mean? If we have anything more than an 11.76% chance to win this, using mathematics, using statistics, using data, using our strategies, if we can consistently win picks like this at a 12% or higher, we will make money in the long run. So, and I'm aiming for 15 or even 20%. Well, 20 might be a little high. Probably 15% would be a great target to go ahead and hit. And do you hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you that this is a profitable slip, although there is an 85% chance of it missing. An 85% chance of it missing. But it's still profitable because PrizePicks is paying us higher than what we know is the actual implied value of this slip type, of this entire slip. So that is where we're getting profit by locking in 10 plays of these every single day and stacking that day in, day out, because then we're going to be able to run through the variants like ridiculously fast. And we're locking this in on several sports, Counterstrike, League of Legends, Valorant, even Dota, even soccer, so much stuff going on. So make sure you guys are locking in this play, but not expecting it to fully cash. If you got $100 in your PrizePicks account, put $1 or $2 on this play. Don't lock it in with $20 and expect to go ahead and make an 8.5x payout. You guys have to understand the math here. Just because it will likely miss, 85% chance that this misses, doesn't mean it's not a profitable pick. If that doesn't make any sense to you guys, if any of this made no sense, or if you got any questions, please, please, please leave it in the comments. I really do want to answer your questions. I know this is a strategy that most people don't even talk about. Nobody really knows how to utilize this strategy to its fullest extent because not that many people are doing it. And honestly, not that many people are profitable on PrizePicks. Just that's the blatant truth. So make sure you guys lock this play in. These are 4 of my favorite plays right here. But like I said, man, we locked in 8 slips on the VIP tonight. There's so much more to come. And make sure you guys are locking this in as a power play, not a flex play. The flex plays are horrendous. We're taking the power play right here, or 4-man flex plays are horrendous, I should say. Take the power play at 8.5x. The reason the payout is a little bit lower is because PrizePicks is understanding that we're doing correlation, which is taking these 2 guys on the under, taking these 2 guys on the under together. But at the end of the day, guys, 8.5x is still very, very valuable. I would still go ahead and lock this one in. That's all I got. I appreciate you guys watching, and let's make some money in esports on Saturday. Let's get it, guys.